Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to make today is a delicious creamy mustard baked chicken dish. Now this just recently we did a episode from Mother's mustard sauce and we're going to incorporate that recipe into this one. I was saying that we're going to bring a couple of recipes to you so you could use up that delicious mustard. So if that interests you, stick around and let's get started. So of course you can see there's only a few simple ingredients to this recipe. I'm using here today 2 chicken breasts, but you could use chicken thighs or well, I'm going to say chicken breasts or chicken thighs. It work wonderful with this. You can use any from 2 to 4. You can even put in there 6 if you want to. But today we're going to do 2. We're going to be using about a small or a medium onion. And we'll put into a oven safe dish. I'm also going to add in there 1/2 of an orange pepper. You could use whatever color you want, doesn't matter. This is just going to be there for the flavor, not necessarily the color. I'm going to add on top of that 2 small chicken breasts, and you, like you said, you can add thighs, chicken thighs, or you can do 2 or 4. So now I'm going to show you how to make the sauce to go over this. So about 2 tablespoonfuls or 2 chunks of, we're going to put butter or margarine, and we're going to let this melt in there first. When you see that it's starting to melt and cook a little, you're going to toss in 2 tablespoonfuls of flour. And you're going to mix that around just to cook the flour and make a little paste. Then when you see that happening, you're going to slowly pour in 2 cups of milk. And I'm going to say you use the milk that you enjoy drinking. And just put that in there gradually, letting it cook. So continue pouring in that milk. We're going to add in there now 1/2 teaspoonful of sea salt, 1/2 teaspoonful of white pepper, and 2 tablespoonfuls of Mother's mustard sauce. Just toss it on in. So just make sure that's whisked in there good. And like I said, continue letting it cook and start to thicken. And then we're going to add in 1 clove of garlic. You could press it in with your hands like this, or you could grate it with a grater. And just toss that on in there. Put in there 250 grams a package. You can put more if you want to of cream cheese, and we're going to let that melt in through there and slowly mix it in. So pretty much all you need to do there is continue just mixing it around until that cream cheese is all combined and dissolved in with the creamy sauce. So what I'm going to do now is continue doing that, bring it back to my counter, and tell you what's next. So after you've got your sauce just about mixed, it doesn't matter about having a little lumps of the cream cheese in there because it's going to melt within the dish. So you're going to take it then and pour it over the top of your casserole dish there. Yeah, looking good already. Yeah, right. And then what you're going to do is take some white cheese, whatever type you want. You can even use a sharp cheddar, and that's fine. That's Raymond's favorite. And just put over the top, and that's all you need to do there. I only poured the sauce 3/4 of the ways because I don't want for it to bubble over, but reserve that sauce you got left in the saucepan because you're going to use that as well. What you're going to do is whatever side dish you want to make with this. I'm going to do some pasta. You can also have rice or little potato spuds or something. And first off, 350 degrees of heat. put your timer on for 40 minutes. It could be less. And if you're making a big dish, it could be more. It could be up to an hour. Halfways, we're going to cover it. I'm going to cover it with foil because I don't have a lid for this dish. But if you've got a lid for your casserole dish, you can put that on and go halfways, and then take the lid off and then continue cooking it with it off, just to give it that nice brown cover. So I know this is kind of like a test there now. There's a right way and a wrong way for putting the foil wrap on. Is it the shiny side up? Is it the shiny side down? Mm-hmm. This is a question that I get asked all the time. And I know that somebody out there is going to give us the answer.
I got a question now from that.
Okay.
Should we have something in under that just in case it do bubble over in your oven? Or should you just be checking?
I'd say check, because sometimes when you put something in under it, you could put a cookie sheet.
Yeah.
It takes away from the heat of the casserole dish.
Yeah.
So possibly you're going to check it halfway through, and you kind of turn on your light, peek in part ways through as well. If you see or smell, of course, because often I've got stuff waste into my oven and I can smell it. Mm-hmm. So if that happens, of course, put something in the bottom of it. But 3/4 of the way, it shouldn't bubble over. And I'm going to show you what this looks like when it's done, or even halfway through. I'll show you this. I'm going to put it right into my oven. So this is at the halfway mark for taking the foil wrap off or taking the lid off. You just do that and just push it back in and leave it there for the remainder of the cooking time. It could take 20 minutes or it could take half an hour after. Our delicious creamy mustard baked chicken is done. I'm going to take it out, show you what it looks like. It smells amazing in here. Now just look. Can you see yourself making this today? I mean, all this creamy sauce. And the chicken is there. I'm going to cut into it now in a second. But what I've done is made some rotini noodles. And I'm going to just put a dollop of that. Let me just see if I can get some of those peppers. And
mine's, no, that's not mine yet, is it?
No, Raymond. If you're looking to burn your fingers is what you're doing. There you go. Now, how good is that? Can you see yourself? This is only a dinner for two, what we got here. But, of course, if we had more chicken in there, you can put as much chicken in there as you like. It doesn't matter, but anywhere from 2 to 4 pieces would fit in a casserole dish this size. And there it is, as good as it gets. I'm gonna top it with a little bit of green onion because you know you got to have extra flavor. You can put a nice chunk of white bread or wheat bread there with that. Taste it so you can dip it into it. And now I'm just gonna have a little taste. Oh my gosh, I just can't wait to have a taste of this.
Neither can I.
Oh my goodness. The tartness of the mustard sauce. You can taste the cream cheese just blending all the way through there. Having the onions and those peppers, I'm going to cut into this chicken and show you what it looks like. Now just look at this chicken, perfectly cooked. You can see, I'm going to turn the plate a little. Just see how delicious it is. I got to have this little taste. I'm sorry, Raymond. Yours is coming. Oh my goodness. Drop the fork, delicious. I didn't drop it really hard, but just a little hard, because one time I dropped it and it just flew. I can't wait for you to try this, and of course Raymond is over there waiting.
Oh yeah.
This is absolutely delicious, and having a beautiful chicken meal to use this delicious mother's mustard sauce that Jennifer gave me the recipe just a little while back. I can't wait for you to make that and to try it. But this is it. As good as it gets. And as it's also got lots of that delicious creamy sauce. I can't wait for you guys to make this. So if you like this recipe and you can't wait to make yours, the recipe is posted in under this video. It's either a see more link or an arrow pointing down. And as well, the subscribe button is there if you haven't already done so, and we thank you for that in advance. And if you can't find it there, visit our website www.bonitaskitchen.com and you can print the recipe there. You can also visit us on our Facebook page at Bonita's Kitchen. You can send us a message on our email address, bonitakitchen@gmail.com, if you can't find this recipe or you're looking for another recipe that we posted to date. We won't take any more of your time because we know it's precious, and Raymond is waiting to get into this meal, and I know.
The word is drooly?
Yeah, I think that's what it is, and
he
he can't wait anymore. He just told me. So on behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team here at Bonita's Kitchen, we thank you for joining us here today. From our kitchen to yours, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen, to yours.